Hello, it's Benny Bones here, and I am doing some more work on the CT90, or CT70 I should say. I have got some parts that have come in, well they're scattered everywhere. Most notably is the larger bore, ooh, that's heavy, larger bore barrel. That's the old 72 and this is the new 88. It's aluminium alloy, and that's cast iron. That is 1.5 tons, and that's pretty light. So that's I'm guessing it probably won't last as long as the old one. Looking, there's no this has a washer that goes in there, that doesn't. So just looking at that, it's interesting. The pistons, as you can see, different size. That's all ready to be put in. So yeah, I got more parts, gaskets. There's gaskets everywhere. I got a whole gasket set as well, so I can split the cases and all that fun stuff. But I don't really want to split the cases until I get the replacement kick shaft and shifter shaft. Got some gas rear shocks, 12 volt key set, gas rear shocks. I've got some on the bike already, and I had a what's it called? A chain guard, one of those horrible things. And here we are, the old DAX CT70. There's one of the gas shocks on and the chain guard. It does make the ride, the back suspension a lot firmer having even just one shock on there. I noticed that down here there's a couple of little gash in the swing arm, where when the weight was on the bike, the chain would be rubbing on the swing arm. And on the inside of the motor as well, at the top of the case, the chain would be eating out the top of the case. That's not good. Here's the old shock. Same length, but yeah, this one here, if I just come up here, it can be pretty easily compressed. So they're completely dead. I wouldn't be surprised. They're 40 years old now, and they're probably the original ones. Very dead. But yeah, I like the look of them. I guess they're not for everyone. They're very sporty. I don't like the chain guard though. It's way too shiny. But all they had was the chrome one, so for about $25, a chain guard gets me over the pits. When I'm over the pits, I can take it off again. Put the original wiring loom back in, which is the only problem with it is it's missing all the wires that come out the end here have all been cut, so that's a little bit annoying. Taking the handlebars off because I got some of these Mini Moto flat bar, so I thought, well, that'd be really cool to have on there. I really like the cafe racer look on them. But the problem is, it doesn't quite fit. If we look here, I don't know if you can see that. Get down close. It is about 5mm difference between the probably the ST70 top and the CT70 top. But then again, if I'm getting a new front end, it will come with a new top plate. So yeah, that's just something. I do like that flat bar look on them, rather than having the kind of ape hangers they normally have. But yeah, it's just a shame it doesn't quite fit on there right. And these bars, they've kind of got a bit of a tilt to them. They're not exactly straight by the looks of it. They don't really fit very well. The Mini Moto, they just seem to be really cheap, and apparently they look like fairly, you get what you pay for really. So we're about 20 something odd dollars for the handlebars, which you can expect them to be a bit bodgy. But if I can't get if I think they don't want to fit properly, I can always get some ace bars and use my original setup down here. My these little clamps here, they're off out. These were the original ones on there. Well, not the original ones, but these are the ones I put on there when I bought the CT70, because it had the old handlebars are down there behind that wheel, and they were just pretty rusted crap. So yeah, they go on there like that. So I just don't like this bar, but this handlebar is hideously wide. If you look at that, it's got to be a good 6 inches on either side, too wide. It just feels monstrous when you're riding. It's alright on a pit bike, but when you're on a little bike like that. And someone did a bit of a botch job on that. They welded those plates on when they put it together. That's what was on there when I got it. Big massive thing like that. Just came over. I thought, no way am I keeping that on there. There's no way. So there we are. That's where I'm up to at the moment. I will probably do some playing with the motor. So there we are. I've got the piston in. Took a little bit of fiddling to get it on there. Because this kit didn't come with any instructions, it's got a little don't know if you can see that there. It's got a little R1 on it, and the second ring has an R2 on it. So I'm assuming it goes ring 1, ring 2, then you got your oil. And your oil comes in 3 pieces. You got a 2 flat, and then a wriggly one, which you put in the middle. There's 2 circlips. They're pretty easy. You just a pair of pliers. You can usually just get them on the little bar in the middle and pry them in. Also comes with 2 different gasket sets here. This one here is missing the bit out of the middle there, which I don't know if it's for what the difference between the 2 of them is. This one here has got the side on it, and this one here doesn't. So yeah, I don't know if that's the difference between a 12 volt and a 6 volt. I don't know. This is a 6 volt motor, so we will see. The chain, one of my rods was a bit loose, so I tightened that up. I can't get this slip pin out, but that's alright. I think the next step I've got to do is put the new barrel on. Because I'm missing a slip pin, I'm just going to see if I can do it with that one. It's meant to have another pin in there, but that pin is still stuck in this head. It isn't coming out. It's just pretty much fused in there. So that's one thing this kit didn't come with, is any fastenings or any of these little tap things. I'm not sure what they're called, but it didn't come with any of those either, which is a bit annoying. But we'll try. We'll see what happens. So 2 go here, 1 on top, 1 on bottom. I've already got 1 in there because that one's stuck in there. Like everything in this motor, it just seems to be stuck. But yeah, that's just how this one goes. Let's get through the little line up thing. There we are. Now we need the rings at least what is it, 60 degrees, a quarter way around each. So I don't fall over. That one's where's that one? That one splits at the bottom. Yeah, on that side. One's there. Yeah, that's about right. See if I can slip this in. Just give it a little bit of a squish and a squeeze. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. See what these rings, they're doing their job. Pinch me, there we are. And then this should, is that it? Is there... Well, what's going on now? Maybe a little bit of oil would have helped. It's a new ball, so come on. There we are. That's through. Yeah, I just put a little bit of, just a little squirt of oil in there. Don't worry, this is just engine oil, so I'm not going to be doing any harm with anything. That right down. Make sure my gasket's in there. Oh, that's right. I've got to get the chain through. That's why it wasn't going. See, I've never done this before, so you're watching me do this for the first time. There we are. Well, that's right. There's a It also didn't come with any O-rings. There's meant to be an oil O-ring. There's one. And there's the other. So yeah, lucky I remember them. And there you go in those little holes. Is there a size difference? Are they both exactly the same? Yeah, they both look the same. Put a little drop of oil on it, make it stick. You can use grease, but whilst I've got the oil here, there's just a little indent down there, you just push it in. And now let's see if I can wriggle and jiggle and wiggle some more. Come on, you bugger. There we are. And now I think I just have to kind of, oh, that worked. There we are. A new barrel on the DAX. CT70. I keep calling it a DAX, but it's technically a CT70. DAX is a slightly different model. It's got a different front end on it. Otherwise, it's the same. I'm hoping the engine isn't full of gunk as well, all the crap that hopefully hasn't fallen in. That just goes down there. I'll just help hold it in place while I do the rest of it. That there is top dead center. The piston comes up quite high. It's a very high compression on this one apparently. So yeah, it doesn't leave much room for everything else, does it? But yeah, hopefully this will go well. And it's just is that that I think is it. It doesn't have like a high wall on it, it's just a flat one. It's just like a tin kind of tin thing. I thought it'd have a real one. Is that? Here's the other gaskets they gave me. It was exhaust, 2 for the tappet covers, pump, I think. One's for the side cover, one's for the cam cover, one's for the top cover, and a inlet gasket. Alright, I gave it a quick scrape over with just a razor blade, and I forgot I have to put this little jimmy wheel in there. It's I just keep trying to blow on things that I can't, so I've got a full face helmet on. Yeah, it's just a little roller which goes in here to stop the chain from bouncing around, I guess. I don't really want to drop it, so oops, there it goes. Bugger. Oh well, I'll just roll the engine forward. You gonna roll back, my little friend? There we are. He's roll back. Maybe a pair of needle nose pliers might be more appropriate for this thing. Oh, there we are, that's on. Yeah, my cam roller. I think that's what it's called. Maybe not. Anyway, that's in there now. What do I do with that gasket now? Put it up there. My gasket goes back. The That goes on there. And then comes the, that's the old barrel, we don't need that. The head here. It's still a bit, still needs a good polish and everything. But otherwise I think it's pretty decent. I gave it a good wire brush and everything. There's a bit of crap on these things, but I got what I could off on the pistons, the valves I should say. So now that goes this way. Probably have to take this wheel off. Where have we set? 180 degrees off, which isn't very good, but once it's on there I can spin it around and reset the timing and everything. It's got 3 bolts, so there's no way you can put it on upside down. And then this thing here goes up in there. Where's my little dot gone? So hard to see it on this wheel. Because all the paint's worn off because it was rubbing or something. There we are. Where my thumb is, give or take. From what I've seen on online, it's always good just to get it set up now. Because it was easier. There we are. That's about right. Because it's easier to get it set up now than it is to come back and try and do it later. And then this should slide on. Oh, just wait. We need, what do we need? We need another, what's that other O-ring before I forget. Which doesn't fit in here. Maybe I don't need the O-ring, but we'll put one in it anyway, see what happens. Because it should have a recess, but it doesn't. Like that. Maybe it doesn't work on this head, maybe. Well, that might work in there, and squash it down. Yeah, we'll do it like that. If it doesn't close, if the egg doesn't come together properly, I'll just take it out. But in theory, that should be there. Goes like that and that. And that should be up in there. Slide that together. And we get my little camera, my timing wheel back on. Supposedly there's an auto adjuster on the tensioner in this, on this these little motors. Some of them have auto tensioners, some of them don't, so I don't know if this one does. I've not opened that side of the case to find out. So now in theory I can turn the motor and it should turn the head. In theory. None of these are done up tight yet. I'm just piecing it together as I go. Can I get this to rotate? Where's my little O gone? You should be top, so my little O should be here. There it is, yeah. That looks pretty good to me. Ugh. So if I come around in the light, I can actually see it. You're on T, and you are, well, O is right there, so timing's right. Awesome. So that's pretty cool. I'm liking that. Alright, I'll just finish this up and, yeah. So here we go. I have the CT70 all back together now. The motor I finished up. And I spent the last maybe 3 hours putting it back together. So the carb's on there now. A few things I have to sort out. I've just put fuel in it. I've just put some oil in it, and I want to see if it starts up because I'm impatient. But yeah, I'm pretty sure everything is on there right. All the pins are on. Everything's up tight. Just do these up so that my throttle doesn't spin around. This is a Royal Enfield hand grip throttle because it was on eBay and it was the cheapest one I could find. when I got it ready for the first time when I got it running. I just grabbed everything I could, which was cheap. Okay, we've got spark. Is the fuel on? It's got no brake there on the front. The fuel needs to be on. I think that's got fuel in it now. I don't know. Is that open? That should be open, I think. I don't remember. We'll give it a try and see what happens. It's got no chain, so it's not going to go anywhere. Ooh, look at that. First little blat. Let's just take him outside and try again. And there we go. Okay, the kicker might need a bit of work, but it seems to be idling alright. Considering it's bolted it together and away it goes. Okay, it's blowing a little bit of smoke, but that's probably will do that for a little while, being as it's a new bore. I think I've done pretty well, to be honest. So there we have it. CT70 lives again. I'm using the stock carb at the moment, so probably running a little bit lean, but starting to die down a little bit there. Fun. I think that was a pretty good test. There you are. CT70 coming along. I love that exhaust. That's so much fun.